What's wrong, man? I'm tired, dude. Why are you tired? Because tomorrow, I gotta do the shit again, man. Whatever the shit is that made me nauseous and sick to my stomach, it made me hurt, there's no ending. And that's the person I listen to. That's the person who's gained knowledge. You gain knowledge through suffering. And on the other end of suffering is a world that very few have ever seen. It's a beautiful world, because that's where you find yourself.
Most people run from pain like it's poison. But here's the truth no one wants to hear. Pain is the doorway to growth. If you want to become stronger, sharper, unstoppable, you must walk through it. Not around it, not over it, through it. The hill to your dreams is always uphill, and no one climbs it by accident. You will bleed on that climb. You will sweat. You will curse. And the moment you think it's too much, that's the exact moment you're finally getting somewhere. Pain strips you down to your bones. It tears away your excuses, your illusions, your comfort. It reveals exactly who you are when the applause stops and no one is watching. Weak men treat pain like an enemy. Strong men treat it like a coach. A ruthless one that demands everything and gives nothing for free. If you're waiting for the right time to chase your goals without discomfort, you'll die waiting. Because the climb never gets easier. It gets harder. Every setback, every failure, every day you want to quit but don't. Those are the bricks that build the unshakable version of you. So when the world hands you pain, don't throw it back. Grip it. Carry it up that hill. And when you reach the top, you'll look back and realize the suffering was the price of admission to the life you were meant to live.
Well, and we're in a culture that is driving everybody towards this idea that happiness is purchased through luxury, comfort, and ease.
100%.
The truth could not be, more different from that reality. That if you want to find peace with yourself, self-understanding, self-knowledge, self-esteem, all of these things are going to be found only through sacrifice, getting uncomfortable, reevaluating what your normal is, and putting yourself in situations that you don't want to do.
Everyone wants the reward. Nobody wants the process. You want the body, the business, the bank account, but you don't want the struggle that forges it. You want the trophy without the fight, the results without the hours, the glory without the grind. Listen carefully. Struggle isn't a punishment. It's the training ground. It's the fire that burns away weakness and reveals what's left when everything easy is stripped from you. The beatings you took, the failures that crushed you, the nights you thought you couldn't take another step. They weren't random tragedies. They were sharpening you into a weapon. Every time you fell short, you learned. Every time you got back up, you built armor. And every scar you carry is proof you were in the fight, when most people were sitting on the sidelines. This world doesn't care about your dreams until they're real, and they don't become real without a price. The late nights, the early mornings, the days when nobody believes in you, when you feel like an imposter, when you're the only one carrying the load. That's the tuition you pay for greatness. If you can stomach the process, if you can take the hits without breaking, you'll earn something no shortcut can buy. A version of yourself that's built for war. The process is where the magic happens. And the ones who survive it, they become unstoppable.
The point is, we're all out here trying as hard as we can, and we face a literal tsunami of negative conversation, negative talk, and negative criticisms. And it doesn't always stay that way, all right? As you grow up, as you get bigger, as you become more successful, and as it becomes evident that you're actually going to create something, the conversation is going to change. But by the time that it changes, you are going to not give a shit what these people had to say about it, all right?
You think the winners had it easy? They didn't. They just decided to suffer with a purpose. Because pain without purpose breaks you. It grinds you down until there's nothing left but excuses and regret. But pain with purpose, it forges you into something no comfort zone could ever touch. Every champion you admire, every legend whose story you've heard, had seasons where life was nothing but grind, rejection, and silence. They didn't have perfect conditions. They didn't have endless motivation. They had a reason, a mission so sharp that every ounce of pain became fuel. You have two choices: stay soft, safe, and average, drifting through life like the countless faces no one remembers, or embrace the fire until your old self burns away. Yes, it will hurt. Yes, you'll question yourself. And yes, there will be moments where walking away feels easier. But here's the truth. Easy won't change you. Easy won't demand your best. Easy won't make you dangerous. And when the world finally sees the new version of you, the one forged in the heat of your suffering, the one that refused to quit, they won't call you lucky. They'll call you relentless. They'll call you dangerous. They'll call you unstoppable. Because you chose the path most people run from, and you didn't just survive it. You became something they could never kill.
Hearing that from you, because you would expect to hear that from someone who isn't considered one of the greatest of all time, but you're considered one of the greatest of all time. So it would be very hard to argue your approach because it's been so successful. But people think that you have to be super obsessed.
Every time life hits you, you have a choice. You can throw your hands up and cry about how unfair it is, or you can look at the punch, spit blood on the ground, and say one word: good. Did you fail? Good. Now you know what doesn't work. Did they doubt you? Good. Now you've got something to prove. Did you lose everything? Good. Now you're free to rebuild without dead weight. Weak minds treat hardship like a curse. Strong minds treat it like a forge, the place where the steel gets hammered, tempered, and made unbreakable. The greats don't avoid the storm. They step into it and let it sharpen their edge. Every setback is a drill. Every loss is a lesson. Every wound is a blueprint. You say you want to grow? Then stop praying for comfort. Start demanding the kind of challenges that force you to become the person your goals require. When the pressure closes in and everyone else taps out, that's your moment to double down, to prove that you are not like them, to prove that your will is not negotiable. Because when pain comes knocking, the world will see if you fold like paper or stand like iron. And if you've built yourself right, you won't just survive it. You'll smile, you'll nod, and you'll whisper, good.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
Most people want greatness until they meet the hours it demands. Kobe didn't become Kobe because he was talented. He became Kobe because when you were sleeping, he was working. When you were relaxing, he was breaking himself apart and then building himself back stronger. You say you want the top spot, but can you stomach what it costs? The early mornings when your body aches, the late nights when your mind begs you to quit, the endless repetition, the unseen sacrifices, the boring, brutal grind that nobody claps for. There are no shortcuts here. Every extra rep is a brick in the empire. Every drop of sweat is a seed in the harvest. And every single day you slack, someone else is pulling ahead. Kobe knew. Skill fades without constant sharpening. Discipline doesn't care about your feelings. The game will expose anyone who fakes the work. You want to stand at the top? Then live at the bottom in the trenches until your habits are so savage that success becomes inevitable. Not because you got lucky, not because it just happened, but because you outworked everyone and refused to settle for anything less than dominance. Greatness isn't given. It's earned in the hours no one sees and in the pain no one else is willing to take.